talking about motivating your team and creating a team culture.
Yes.
You were saying that a culture can be created no matter what company, no matter what business, in the networking industry, because you can set it. You can be the tone setter. Kind of talk about your journey. Were you always naturally a leader? Did you become one and then infuse that into others, or what was your journey?
Yeah. So, culture-wise, right? And well, to answer that question right there, was I always a leader? I don't know. I wasn't necessarily a follower. I know that. Like, I definitely kind of moved at my own pace. But I don't know if I was a natural leader either. I do know this, right? I was definitely somebody who I never walked around without having a sense of having my shit together. Most of the time, if anyone knew, like most people who I brought to the networking industry, a lot of times they'll say, like, the only reason why I did it was because Mike showed it to me. So it wasn't, and I'm saying it humbly, right? It's not because I was doing anything special or anything like that, but I always carried myself highly, I was always a confident person, and I was always trying to do more, right? So if anybody was around me, I think they would get that sense of, I would probably do it only because I know that he's about his business. Like, he's about doing something productive. You know what I'm saying? Does that make me a leader? Maybe. Like later on, I definitely honed my leadership skills, like, throughout this process, and even having leaders that I looked up to, to follow suit and become my own leader. But I think I was just someone who I had a purpose. I always knew that I wanted to get somewhere, and that's very important for anyone who wants to, I think, have some sort of impact on people. You gotta want to go somewhere. You gotta want to be going in a direction, and that's the first thing that people, I think, are gonna want to follow. They follow people who know where they're going, right? That helped a lot. As far as developing or building a culture, I don't think I personally had like a one finger culture effect in my organization. Here's one thing I was really good at. I was really good at letting people in my organization do what's natural to them. I noticed in one of my organizations there was a culture that was being developed of, like, doing meetings in kind of wherever they can. This group, they're called Team No Sleep, right? They were doing meetings literally like on the back of a car. Yeah. They'll put a laptop on the trunk, and then they would be going. They actually like the guy who started that group. He had his own place. He rented out like a small hall. And it was just an empty location where he went and bought some plastic chairs and put them up, and he would do a presentation out of it every single night. And it created this energy, you know what I mean? It's just like fun, festive energy that everybody was attracted to because everybody wanted to be around it. It was just a great energy to be around, and it was a good place for, if you were brand new, you could bring somebody to this place and you can see, wow, there's so many people that's doing this, and there's so many people here seeing the information for the first time. It just created this like energy. So I'm not going to take credit for that. You know what I'm saying? What I will say though is that I'm not, even though that was happening in my organization, I wasn't going to be the guy to say, no, don't do it that way, because I didn't do it that way. No, I actually learned from that. I saw what was going on from over there, and then I wanted to apply that in my other aspects of my business. So I think it's like a dance. You creating a culture is like a dance. It's something that you got to feel out. You can't. To me, I think the best leaders are ones who listen and watch what's going on in their group, and they act on what's going on and listen to what their people want and need, versus just saying and telling them what to do in like a dictatorship. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was good at. I was good at kind of like hearing out what was going on, feeling them out, and seeing what worked and what didn't work, versus like imposing my own will just because I felt like, Okay.
So are you, are you somebody who leads more by example, like I'm taking so much action so other people do, or are you a person who leads by motivational words?
A little bit of both. You know, I'm not going to be the one that's going to call you every single day to motivate you, but when we do speak, I will motivate you in however I can with my experiences, and I'll give you, you know, experiences that I've gone through. Or if I can't even do that, I'll get somebody else on the phone who's been able to maybe have some experiences that they can share to help you, you know, through it. And as far as actually, yeah, absolutely. Like I was way more, you know, the person of actually doing it versus telling you to go do it and seeing how it was. I always wanted to lead in that way. Like I wanted to be the guy. I always tell my teammates too, it's much better to, you know, instead of you being the person that is telling somebody what to do on how to go get the Ferrari, why don't you be the guy to pick them up in the Ferrari and tell them what to do while you're sitting in the car with them? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I much rather just be the guy that's achieving the results, showing you how to do it versus trying to tell you, you know, how to do it. And I think that you'll find that most leaders who have a lot of results, they're that same way. You know, they're not out there really telling their teammates what to do too much, or their organization what to do too much. They're out there doing themselves so that when the time comes, it's important. You got to achieve those results so that when the time ever comes that you got to answer questions on how to achieve those results, you have the experience to do so. You don't want to be the guy who's always talking, you know what I'm saying, and don't have no results to show after you're done talking. No, shut up, go get to work, have the results. And when it's time for people to ask the questions, like, how did you do this? How did you do that? Here's how. You know, here's how. And here's what I have to prove that this works. You know what I'm saying? So it's way more than words. It's way more action. You know.
What's your take on that?
I mean, to piggyback off what he said everything, pretty much everything that you needed to say. But, you know, when I first started networking in a market where we started, everything was about the glitz and the glamour, the bright lights. You know, there weren't many successful like networking things that happened in that city. So we pretty much had to go out there and go do it ourselves. So, you know, there's a lot of people that say they can't do this, they can't do that. Like he said, I have to put myself in those shoes. So I'd rather lead by example instead of lead with talking and saying this, that, and that. I'm going to go out there and get it done so nobody can say that I couldn't do it. Yeah.
Okay. What about culture? So, you know, culture is, you know, interests, you know, maybe motivational things you're all into, hanging out outside of work.
Yeah.
That's a massive effect on the success of what you do. What are some things that you encountered with that?
Yeah, I think developing a culture of so there's phases of it. There's phases of culture. So, for example, when I first got started, right, my crew, right, a little clique that I ran with in building this business, we had a culture of we not having no fun whatsoever. It was all work, you know. It was all like we got to sign somebody up before we go to sleep, type of thing. That was very new. Like that was at the very beginning, very new, and that we did that. I mean, it was kind of like that for the first, I'd say for the first maybe year and a half. You know, maybe even going on 2 years, and that's due to the fact that we didn't have any. There was nobody around us that had that level of success that we wanted to look at. So we knew that we had to be that. Like we had to be those people with that success, and there was no room. So sometimes I see people, and this is just a personal thing. I see people having way too much fun, you know, during the process of, you know, getting to the end, right? Mm-hmm. Like getting to the top rank of their company or whatever. Personal choice. You can go out and have as much fun as you want, but don't you think that the level of fun that you can have being a top earner in a company, being at the top rank of the company, don't you think if you sacrifice a little bit of that fun here, so that when you got here, you can have fun on the highest levels possible. So it's one thing where it's like, oh, I want to go out and, you know, hang out with the team tonight and 3 times a week, because it helps develop the culture of us getting to hang out and chill and get to know each other. And listen, that's all fine and dandy. Like, I'm not against getting to know and building rapport with your teammates. You can do that. That's cool. But what is more fun? So let's say you sacrifice some of those nights, not having that kind of team get-togethers or, you know, going out and things of that nature. Don't do that for the next year to 2 years. But when you get to this level right here, you can now go have fun at the spur of the moment on a private jet in Vegas. Like, that's a different level of fun. Don't you think that's way more fun than having, you know, a few drinks at the local bar 4 times a week and you still be in the same position the year after? No, that's fucking stupid. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't make sense to me. So I feel like you sacrifice some of that to have fun on the elite level of having fun. Mm-hmm. That's the way how I think. You know what I mean? And other people can not do that, and that's cool. But that's how we were. Like, the group that I was running with, it was, man, fun is gonna come one day, just not today. We're not having fun today. You know, we're gonna have fun later on. And now guess what? Like, I'm talking from experience. Like, I can legit, without exaggeration, tomorrow is game 2 of the NBA Finals. For real. I can leave this room here, go home, wake up tomorrow, book a flight tomorrow, a hotel room tomorrow, a courtside seat tomorrow at the game, watch that game, come home the next day, and fly private, doing all of that. I can legit do that. Ain't that way more fun? Like, that's like, that type of fun for me is way more than just going to the bar with people, right? So I'm just saying, you know, that you got to pick and choose your battles. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be some times where you could go out and have and it's cool. I go to the local spots with my people too. I'm not downing that. I want to make that be clear. There's a time and place for everything. You sacrifice some of those short, small, you know, fun times to have those massive fun times later on.
Most definitely. What's your take on it?
That was good. That was good, man. I agree 100%. I mean, I was part of that crew, so I got all of that firsthand. I see a lot of people sometimes they try to force culture and do things like that. What I did with my culture was, we probably had every other week or once a month, we did something team orientated. Like maybe like a paintball or bowling. Like, I wanted to create an atmosphere where it was a sense of relief. But tied to that event that we had, it was a presentation or something before. So that did work. But after that, per se, we would go do something every other week or every month, per se. You know, because I wanted relief. Because I know most people was working a job and doing networking. So I didn't want them to go work a job and then come to networking and feel like
it's a job,
a second job, you know? So I wanted them to have fun, because that was the first lesson that I learned in building networking, was have fun. So I wanted to create that environment where people were happy coming around. Right. You know, there were some people that got involved, they got the product, so to say, and they probably didn't want to build the business or whatever the case may be. That's fine. But they still came around because the atmosphere was so good. It was relief from what they had. So, you know, I added that based off of what Mike said. We were going to have fun, but, you know, this level of fun and that level of fun was a lot better. So I pretty much followed it.
And he wasn't doing that every night.
Yeah.
He wasn't doing that 4 times a night either. You know what I mean? He was doing it maybe once a week or something like that. And if that.
Yeah, once a month, maybe once every other week.
So, in your opinion, and you're not saying that this is necessarily the right, or you're not saying it's wrong, but in the way you moved to grow a substantial, a very lucrative business, sacrifice fun now for fun forever.
Absolutely.
Welcome to MLMRC.COM. If you're currently doing a network marketing business and you're trying to build a downline, then you've come to the right place. We match up real people seeking home business opportunities with real network marketers like you. We've helped hundreds of network marketers just like you to quickly build their downlines. Now let us help you. We have many registered prospects who are ready to join the right network marketing opportunity like yours. So our goal is to help you build your downline fast, regardless of which network marketing company you're with. Our fully automated recruiting system works with any network marketing company, such as Amway, Herbalife, Mary Kay, Avon, Nu Skin, or any MLM company in which you need to recruit and build a downline. Our automated recruiting system will do all the hard work of finding quality new members to join your downline. Our system will work around the clock to build your downline for you. All you do is sit back, relax, and watch your downline grow. Now we can help you to build your downline fast, easy, and achieve the success you want. On this page, you'll discover how we can help you to immediately add dozens of new members to your team. So take a few minutes to review the information on this page, and let's work together to get you all the downline members you want in the next few weeks. Thank you.